Okay, hi YouTube. So up until today, I was only checking out fixed blade knives, and I really have the belief and I really have the feeling that, for a knife fighting purpose or fighting knife purpose, the fixed blades are the best. Being honest, they are easier to remove, so take out, they are easier to resheet. They are not closing on your fingers accidentally and things like that. So those are definitely the positives, what you need in a knife fighting situation. However, there are many knives on the market which tell about themselves, or where the manufacturers are telling that, hey, this is a knife, a fighting knife, and this is a tactical knife, this is a tactical folder, you need to try it. So obviously, I have a couple of tactical blades as well, which are folding ones. But again, for if you are asking me, the fixed knives are much better. They have the advantages again. They are not folding, and they are really easy to remove from the sheet, so they are easy to take out. The only inside or the only disadvantage of the fixed blades are obviously the concealability, but we can talk about that later as well, because there are really good concealable fixed blades as well out on the market, but I don't want to go there now. That can be in another video. For today, I brought in another surprise, Extrema Ratio one. This is one which is like a new blade, or it's a fairly new. The MF1 was their original kind of like blade for tactical purposes. And this is the new version, the MF1 EVO. This is a spear point version. They have lots of versions, but obviously I was going for the kind of fighting knife version of it, which is definitely the spear point one. This is a really interesting design. It has aluminum handle on this version. There are now G10 handles as well and everything, so they really made lots of variants of this knife. I bought it like 1 or 2 years ago. I'm not really sure when this was released. It has N690 blade with black burnished finish. So this is not DLC, but it's a burnishing one, and of course made in Italy. And you have a serial number. This is quite a beefy knife with an open handle construction, and it has a liner lock. I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera. I hope that you can. It has a liner lock with an extra locking ability to make sure that this is not folding on you. So this is where we are going into a really interesting detail about, fighting knives, because definitely during fighting with a knife itself, you have the problem, or you have the option, unfortunately, that the knife is closing on you, and you don't want that. So you need to have a really sturdy lock, and the liner locks are really susceptible to closing when they are being hit from the spine, from this side. So what Extrema Ratio did is that they added an additional lock here. You can see that if I click it here up like that, then the liner lock gets another reinforcement here. And then basically you cannot really move back the liner. The funny thing is that I can move it a bit. So it's kind of flexible, as you can see it probably here. See? I can still not close it on myself, so this is good. But honestly, this is not super stable. So I'm not happy with the overall construction of this one. Can this be used? Definitely. Is it safer than a usual liner? Yes, it's safer. Is it fully super safe that I would say that, hey, my life can depend on it? I wouldn't go there. Yeah, but so there is an extra luck. But other than that, the knife is really good. Actually, it gives you a really good retention. If you can see that, like my fingers are below the blade, so I would have a hard time to kind of push my fingers onto the edge. Of course, in a folding knife, you don't really have finger guards. There are a couple of folding knives, by the way, which have finger guards. This one doesn't have, and usually they don't have. But I like the solution here that there is some jimping here. The aluminum here is really aggressive. So basically, you have kind of a really small chance to get your hand slipped towards the edge. So I really like it. And the edge is, as usual, from Extrema Ratio, super sharp, crazy good. So I like it. I like the quality. I like how it carries. It carries really deep in the pocket. And it has a glass breaker pommel as well. So this is really nice. And the thumb stud can be reversed. So basically you can make it left-handed, right-handed, whatever you like, and then basically it just closes this way. So it's a nice knife. Is it recommended one? If you are into the tactical folding blades, I would say definitely, but you need to understand the weakness that honestly a knife like this, how would I say, shouldn't be thought of as a good weapon. So if you are really interested in knife fighting, I would always go for fix. And is this a good solution? Yes, it's a good solution. You can operate it really nice, really easy to reach the thumb studs. It's easy to operate the additional lock, so no issues. It's easy to move it down. It's easy to close it back. So from a quality perspective, this is a really good knife. I love it. Again, aluminum handles and everything. From an overall fighting perspective, well, I would consider it wise to use something like this in a knife fight. But that's generally for the folding blades. So that's a general statement for the folding blades, not just for this one. Overall, I like the knife. I recommend it to everyone. But again, I'm not being paid by Extrema Ratio, so this is my own assessment. Thank you for watching. Please share your thoughts and your opinion down in the comment section. Let's start the conversation. And thank you very much for watching, and have a good rest of your day.